They noted the distinct tribal markings on their bodies, intense method of torture, thick, intentional skin, their green focused mind control of their race, and several attempts at universal domination.
You could have told us this before we got off the ship.
It never really came to mind. What should we now do? I think we should go.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go in there. We're going to rescue out. We're going to defeat those who he wants. And we're going to destroy the goals. Who's with me? Oh. Really?
Why not? I know this, Captain. But the last several times that you played us on rescue missions.
You let us on suicide.
Oh, yeah? Name one time.
Well, there was the mission on the flaming asteroid. The ice units that on Pluto.
Stop! We had rescued you from the clutches of that horrible bearded woman.
Hey now! She was a very handsome lady.
And every time I try to make my move, the audience gets because they're envious of my natural good looks.
What?
That's all Mary Waters has said to me. She is definitely envious of my natural beauty.